Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. I'm Mark, this is MacGyver's Garage, and today we've got a new product. Well, it's not a new product, it's a new product, it just arrived in the mail. But we've got a product that we're going to be installing, and it's not going to be on the Supra today, it's actually going to be on my wife's Highlander. So this is a pedal commander, and so one of the biggest complaints that my wife has about this car, and a lot of people have about the car, is just it's delayed, laggy pedal response. I know she complains about it getting out of the neighborhood, just the acceleration just isn't there. And so I'm hoping that this is going to fix that. So let's get this thing opened up and take a look at what's in here. All right. Let's find out what's in this box. Alright, so that's what we've got here. Pedal commander. Packaged pretty nicely. It's actually smaller. I've heard some complaints about the size of it. You can see here, that is the size of it. And then it's just got the wires, it's got zip ties, it's got a cleaner, and it's got, looks like it's probably a adhesive back Velcro, so you can then mount this somewhere if you want to. What we're going to do is actually set it, get it adjusted, and then just hide it up in the under the compartment there, up above the pedal. So this one is extremely simple. Yeah, so this is the entire device. So what you do is you disconnect the connector that's connected to the throttle. You connect one end to the throttle, one end to the wire that was, or the plug that was going to the throttle. And then this has different settings. It's got Eco, City, Sport, and Sport Plus. And then it's got a -1 through -4 and a +1 through +4. So you can set the sensitivity of each one of those. I know a lot of people are doing like City 2 or 3 and say that that's great. I think we're gonna start out with just like Sport, just plain level Sport, and see how that works. I know she wants a little more get up and go, so we're gonna see if this can kick it in. Doing it in the garage today. It's a beautiful day out, it's really nice, temperatures have dropped, but the problem is it's extremely windy. So rather than doing it out there and having you guys just hear the entire time, we're gonna do it in here. But first, let's go take the car for a drive and just see how it reacts the way it currently sits. Okay, so the spot where I've heard her complain almost every time we drive is pulling out of our neighborhood. So right here I'm pulling up to the entrance to my neighborhood, and so we pull out and we're pulling onto a slight uphill, and it's 45 miles an hour with a fair amount of traffic here. So let's just see how this thing goes just driving it normal. So I'm pulling out, and yeah, it feels, you know, it's got a 3.5 liter V6, and it just doesn't feel like it. Sure, I got up to speed, I wasn't in any danger, but it just wasn't exciting. So let's go back, install the pedal commander, see if that fixes anything. Okay, so right there, here's your throttle. Right at the top of the throttle, you can see the wires coming down, and there's a connector right there. So we're gonna disconnect that connector and install the new pedal commander. So that's that. You can see here, this cable that's coming out that I'm moving just kind of snaps in, one on either side, and then you got your pedal commander right here that we're going to set up on the dashboard or in the center console until we're ready. Okay, so we've got it installed, and like I said, it's right here. So now what we're going to do is just play with the settings. So let's turn on the car. See, it's going through its cycle. It is set on City right now. So let's scroll through, see how do we get it to go to Sport. Do I push it? Press the star. So the star turns it on and off and selects the ranges. It's in just regular Sport right now. So let's go give it a try and see if we need to make any adjustments to it. Okay, so we're pulling back up to the entrance to my neighborhood, and I'm gonna accelerate just the way that I did last time. I'm not gonna mess with the throttle any more than what I did before. Wow. That's impressive. That response got me up over the speed limit pretty quick. I mean, right to the speed limit. Yeah, it definitely is a little bit more responsive. That's interesting. So I just made a change. I put it in Sport Plus. I know she's not going to want it in there. It's probably going to be too sensitive, but I figured, you know, if we're doing it, why not do it? And so making a U-turn here, heading back to the neighborhood. Okay, I wonder what it's like from a dead stop. I think that's what I really need to see. Yeah, so the Sport Plus is probably a little more touchy than what she's gonna want. So I think I'm gonna put it back in Sport, and then let's see if she'll let me record her and get her reaction to how this car responds. But yeah, right now in Sport Plus, let's see if yeah, no, it's that's a little bit ridiculous. Actually, she might like that. Maybe I'll leave it here and see what her reaction is. So I tried, but she wasn't with it. She said no, couldn't film her, couldn't record her reaction. But I will say, so the first time we pulled out of the neighborhood, she pretty much accelerated the way that she normally does, which is because she's gotten used to it, having to floor it. And so she didn't really notice that much of a difference. So we did a couple of other little tests, and I ended up turning it back up to Sport Plus and told her, hey, don't floor it, just accelerate out like you normally would any other car. And she was like, oh yeah, that's noticeable. So it does make a difference, but for her, she wanted it all the way up into Sport Plus. Now we could go all the way up to +4, so there's 4 more settings higher than just the normal Sport Plus that it's in. Or if we feel it gets a little bit too twitchy on her, because it does make it a lot more sensitive, we can back it down, either to Sport or City, and go up on the levels within City. But for right now, I think that's where it's gonna stay, is in the Sport Plus. And over time, we'll see. I'll let you know how she likes it over time, whether or not we have to turn it back down, which I think we probably will. But for now, hey, this is a super, super easy install. If you've got a vehicle that suffers from like that laggy pickup when you hit the accelerator, and you think that it should be quicker, you think it should react better, you get that delay, that like you lean forward thinking that the car is gonna go and it doesn't go, maybe a pedal commander is right for you. It's a pretty simple, actually it's an extremely simple install, and it is pretty affordable. $299, you can get them on sale sometimes. I actually found a discount code and got it for $245, I believe. So relatively affordable. Got it installed. I think she's gonna like it. I definitely noticed that it picked it up. It definitely was less hesitant. So yeah, I like it. If you guys have any questions, any comments, leave them down in the comments section down below. If you haven't done so before, go hit that subscribe button. Right next to it, there'll be a little bell icon. You get a notification every time we upload a video. Appreciate you guys checking this out. See you guys next time.